Spider-Man 2 is about to get bigger. Insomniac seems to have big plans for the game with new suits, quality of life features, maybe even DLC, and we got a tease for the third game. I want to start with the new suits because we actually got a glimpse at what they will look like. PlayStation is namely doing a sponsorship with Colin Delan, also known as Kid Super, and you might know him as an American artist and fashion designer. He, for example, directed the men's fashion show for Louis Vuitton earlier this year, thanks to Wikipedia, and is now teaming up with Rina Sawayama, who played Akira in John Wick, so you might know her from that, and makes music as well. He also teams up with Vinicius Jr., the football player, and Formula 1 racer Lando Norris to make Spider-Man suits that will be coming to the game at some point post-launch. The biker outfit will be made for Rina, with the leather jacket, the spider on the belt, and the pretty cool spider boots. Vinicius wanted a suit with a bit of Brazilian culture in there, so they used the colors, and it also has number 11 on the back. Now, I'm not a huge soccer fan, but I did see that 11 is not Vinicius' number, so I don't know why they went with 11, maybe because there are 11 players in one team. Of course, your input's more than welcome in the comments down below. And Lando wanted colors to make him stand out, just like his Formula 1 outfit, so he got this glow-in-the-dark Spider-Man suit with the helmet. Totally, I think, the coolest of the bunch. But Kid Super wanted to get in on the action as well and make an outfit based on what he wanted. And I'm sure they did it also to have two for Miles and two for Peter. So he created this one with the zipper going all the way to the mask, which is kind of crazy. Now, while unique, I'm not a huge fan of the color overall, so I hope they give us options, although I'm not expecting it, same as with the deluxe edition suits that were also made by different designers outside of Insomniac, but did not have any colorways. And as I worked on this video and looked more at the designs, they did grow on me. I'm always open to new ideas, so bringing in someone outside of games and other nerd culture is, I think, a good idea. But I also totally get if you're not a huge fan of what they made, and if these are the only post-launch suits that we get, then maybe it would have been cooler to get some cooler ones. But yeah, we should wait and see how they look in the game as well, which could totally be cooler than the pictures we got. I think it's probably going to be part of the big December update, so let's go over everything we know so far about that one. Of course, if you want to see Spider-Man 2 DLC and updates, then leave a like on the video to show your support, and subscribe to not miss any Spider-Man 2 news and other content on the game. I will keep you up to date on when a new update releases and what it changed. Again, there's a big one planned for December that will include the New Game Plus. So while Miles Morales did have New Game Plus at launch, it was also added after release for the first Spider-Man game, 6 weeks to be exact, as James from Insomniac notes on X. So we are probably looking at a similar timeline here, which would be early December. I'm sure it will at least be before the Christmas break, which also nice, so we can replay the game during that time. The first Spider-Man let us take all our suits, gadgets, skills, suit mods, and even tokens to our New Game Plus playthrough. It also added new trophies, one for completing the game on a New Game Plus and one for completing the game on the ultimate difficulty in a regular playthrough or New Game Plus. So high chance that we will see some new trophies with this update as well. Now, when Bojo asked James if New Game Plus and Mission Replay would be at launch, James said no, but that they are working on an update for those features, but that they won't be in day one. Yes, we know that, but it seems at least that the ability to replay missions is also coming. We could, of course, already do that in Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2 has a similar mission menu that I never really used. But I can totally see them add a mission replay button to this as well with a future update, although it's not confirmed if that will be coming in that December patch as well. Only New Game Plus is a sure thing right now, and some accessibility options that Sony confirmed, including audio descriptions, a screen reader, and music and key audio captions that are available for cinematics and at key audio moments in the game. I saw many comments under my videos about it already, and on X many messages as well, like the one from Joel asking about the option to change the weather and daytime after beating the game. With Insomniac replying, thanks for the the feedback. Like, I'm sure they are aware that we want this feature back. In Spider-Man 2018, we had to go to a research station, of course, to change the time of day and could pick between 3 options. But in Miles, we could change it after finishing the game from the settings menu and actually had 4 options. Like, I totally think that they will do it the Miles way in Spider-Man 2, so from the settings menu, and it would be cool if this was also added to that big December update. Seems like they just did not have the time to get it ready for launch, with James responding to someone asking about this, that game dev isn't simple nor easy. I'm at least happy that it's daytime at the end of the game, although if you like to take photos, that also means that you can only take photos during daytime, which kinda sucks. I will, by the way, be highlighting some of your awesome pictures at the end of the video. The big New Game Plus update for the first Spider-Man, by the way, also added some new photo mode things, so maybe we see that in December as well. And it also included things that we already have in Spider-Man at launch, like the ultimate difficulty that you unlock after beating the game, or a shortcut to the photo mode that you can put as either the left or right D-pad button. But that New Game Plus update, 6 weeks after Spider-Man 2018's release, also included an advertisement for the first piece of DLC, because that was going to kick off a week after that patch came out. But we still don't know right now if there will be any expansions for Spider-Man 2, while there are of course many hints in the game that tease future stuff. If you finished Spider-Man 2, you know what I'm talking about. We want to go more in depth on what these things all mean in a future video. I want to keep this one spoiler free, but yeah, these things could totally be for either DLC, a smaller Miles Morales type title, or saved for the third game. The senior creative director Brian Intihar was asked about a potential third title on SkillUp's podcast and really had to think hard before he said the following.
If Spider-Man 1 was like, Spider-Man and Miles were like our Iron Man, and Spider-Man 2 was like a Civil War, where do we go? Where logically do we go from there? I think it'd be pretty epic, but you know, let's see.
So that would be endgame level, right? I mean, already looking at the jump in terms of set pieces and amount of characters from the first game and Miles to now the second one, based on that alone, the third game is going to be insane. But with them first working on Wolverine, it will likely be a while before we see the third game. So I really hope they give something to tie up some loose ends in Spider-Man 2 first, especially the things that we see during the side content in the game. They would also be open to a Venom spin-off if fans want it. I can totally see that work, although I prefer the lighter tone of Spider-Man myself, but I totally get why people would want it. Them doing special suits post-launch, working on quality of life features, New Game Plus, it first made me think that DLC would be on the table, like they're supporting the game after release. But it could easily all be part of the December update, as like the final big support for Spider-Man 2 before Insomniac really moves on to Wolverine and other projects in 2024. Now, I really liked the City That Never Sleeps DLC, and that we had a good reason to come back to the game for 3 months in a row, because they had of course 3 drops. Like, I would love something like that for Spider-Man 2, but I also think that a smaller standalone title like Miles was way more successful for them, so it makes way more sense for them to go in that route, or maybe focus on Wolverine instead, get that out as soon as possible, and then focus on Spider-Man 3. I'm curious to hear your take on what they might do and what you hope to see in the comments down below. Subscribe to not miss the next Spider-Man 2 video. A like would be awesome. And Joyce, come in, photo mode experts. You selected 3 amazing shots from our Discord community. A link to that is in the pinned comment. If you want to share your Spidey shots as well, go to the Spidey2 Pictures channel.
Hey, what's up everyone? First up is Aphelion with this stunning shot of Miles looking at the sunset. I especially love how the effect of wind tunnels give this picture an extra layer of depth. This one is great from John Paul Bisu, I hope I pronounced this right. You might recognize this from a side mission, a nice snap of the cat chilling with the Spider-Man plushie, absolutely adore this. And finally, we've got Chant X, my favorite of the bunch, with this epic shot of Peter showing off with the iron arms. The shocking effect around the arms is especially incredible and really makes this picture a great one to look at.
I totally agree. Thanks for selecting them. And again, share your shots via the Discord, link in the pinned comment, and go to the Spidey2 channel. And check out our previous video with some Easter eggs and secrets that you likely don't know about. We will speak to you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.